What is going on, guys? We are riding our bikes today, making our way down to the Bronx River Parkway, which you could kind of see it through there. Kind of chilly right now, about 68 degrees. Probably not too humid. That's why it's chilly. But we're out here, we're riding today. Today is actually Mother's Day, so after this ride I have to go pick up my mom. Maybe I could get her out here one of these Sundays before Bike Sunday is over. But anyway, we're out here riding. You guys know that I ride with a Wahoo Roam, I think, V2. I've had it now for about 4 years, and hopefully this comes up on camera, but this button here doesn't work. As you can see, I had to open it, and pretty much there's a little peg that goes underneath this button, and that actually pushes the button on the board, like inside of the unit. So I've had issues with this button now for the last 2 years, easy. You know, I was just like, whatever. I have to push it a little harder. It's not a big deal. So the other day, I finished off a ride. By the way, this button, this right button, is used to cycle through your pages. So right now, I can't even cycle through my pages. Well, I need to use my house key to press in the button to cycle through pages. And when I end a ride, you know, you hit end ride, it asks, are you sure? I need my a house key or something skinny to push in there to say yes, end ride. So it's kind of, you know, frustrating right now. But you know, it is what it is. This is a V2. I ordered a V3 the other night. See the Metro North train tracks we're crossing over. This is the Harlem line. But yeah, so it's Mother's Day. I need a new bike computer. A week ago, I got married. So I'm officially a married man. My baby is doing well. He's almost 4 months. What's today's date? I don't know today's date. Today is the 11th. So he's almost at 4 months. And he's doing really, really well. It looks like he wants to start talking to people now. So, you know. And we're starting to introduce solid foods. So now his poop really smells bad. At first it was like, all right, whatever. This is like crossing over a line from okay smelling poop to like really bad smelling poop. But you know, it's part of the gig. This is what you sign up for. We have downtown White Plains in front of us. This gray building here, I can actually see from my bedroom. I can see it, but I can't enter it. Too expensive for me. I mean, rent up here in White Plains. I mean, you're a half hour from the city, okay? 35 minutes via the Metro North from Grand Central. And rent up here is expensive too. I mean, I think I'm 26 miles from work. And like some of these 3-bedrooms are like $8 grand in these brand new buildings. Like, I don't know how any of this stuff makes sense. So like, you know, if you want to go rent a house, you could rent one for like $4,500. You don't need to spend $8 grand. Nice good old White Plains, downtown White Plains. Look like they finally got this open. They got this parking lot open. that could come here and charge the car. Tons of chargers. What's wild is you'll pull up PlugShare for the EV people out there. You'll pull up PlugShare, you'll see a ton of places to go charge their car. And then it's like, up, private property. You can't even enter it to charge if you want. It's weird coming here, right? So living in Brooklyn, by the time I came up here to the county center, I was like smoked, I was exhausted. And now, I only did 3 miles. It's pretty nice living up here. Been living in White Plains now for almost a year. Been really relaxing, really easygoing, not loud, not noisy, no crazy people walking outside. You know, like in New York, when the weather hits, people don't know how to act. It is what it is. Out here, people know how to act. I like it. Nothing crazy I'm doing, just I gotta go pick up my mom.
Okay. That's typical shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just chilling today. I'm gonna see my mom today too.
Right.
See my mom. She on punishment. I shouldn't go see her, but she on punishment. That's just how crazy it is. You can record that. She's on punishment. Nah, but everything been good though?
Yeah, everything is good, man. Baby's doing well. I got married last week.
What?
Yeah.
Congrats. Y'all
Thank
both have
you.
bikes?
She got a bike. She came out here.
Did y'all get married on bikes? Did y'all pull up on y'all bikes?
You know what? We should have, but it was raining all day.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Y'all can do something real quick, right?
Yeah, courthouse, you know. Had our parents there, went, eat dinner. Nothing too crazy, man.
Right.
I don't got 40 grand right now for that.
You know what's crazy? People get married, but you got married for $35.
Yeah. 135 when you think, 35 for the license and 100 for the officiant.
Right. For the who?
The judge to actually do it for you.
I ain't gonna do all that. My shit was $35, bro.
Yeah, cause we did it up here. Where you did it, in New York City?
Yeah, I did it in New York.
Yeah, it's a little cheaper in New York.
So, congrats anyways, man. Like, that's what's up.
Thank you, man. Yep.
Yesterday at the beach, he was talking to me, and he was like, you know, asking me questions, whatever, random, regular questions.
Right.
He's like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 50. He's like, what?
Right.
He's like, I'm 51. I'm like, what? So he asked me randomly, like, what do you do?
Right.
To stay young or whatever, to stay fit, whatever. I'm like, it's a mental thing.
Right.
If you just acting old because of your age,
You're gonna be old, quick.
You know what I'm saying? By you just getting up, going fishing, watching old Maury episodes, that's not gonna work, bro. He's like, you work out? I'm like, yes. How often? When I'm not tired. That's a stupid question to ask anybody that works out. For real. How often? They're gonna say, as long as I'm not tired, I'm going.
Right.
It's like biking. If your legs is not burnt out, you're gonna go riding again. There's a whole bunch of like specialized bikes. And I'm like, what makes them so special?
I mean, they're using the tour, so you're paying for the name, you know. They're used professionally.
Right.
Way more than Giant. I mean, even your Trek,
right.
You know, you're paying for the name. You're also paying for the service, the warranties.
Right.
Yo, your shit is electronic?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I already had a steer on this shit already. I was downtown, and on the Wahoo, connected to the device, whatever. And it's just that low power.
Oh, the watt meter.
Huh?
The watt meter?
Nah. The gears.
Oh, the gears. Oh.
And I was downtown. I was like on 80-something street.
Right.
That's just that low power.
Right.
So I was like, I ain't know.
Oh.
Something about the bag.
I had to close my bag when I was talking to that guy.
He must have told me his ear off. I could tell.
I should have way up there. Fuck.
Huh?
It's way back there. I better.
What it is?
Something red. I see it.
That shit said low power. So I didn't know how to check how much power was left, like battery life was left. So I turned back around. My goal was to go to like battery park, but I didn't know how far I could probably make it.
Right, right.
But I can still ride, but the changing of the gears, you won't have that.
Right.
You know, in Yonkers and Mount Vernon, you need that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's what I was really thinking. When I got back uptown, will I be able to change my gears? So I turned back around and I made it home. When I got home, that shit's bad, and I finally figured out how to connect it to my phone and check it. That's just at 5%.
Oh, man.
So I'm guessing the bike shop never charged it.
Right.
Because for the last, like, they say 6 months.
Yeah, I hear different numbers. 6 months. I hear 24 hours of riding. So, which is kind of short.
Right.
Because if you're doing 8 hour days, you only get 3 days, right?
Right. The bike shop told me 6 months.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that they didn't charge it
Right.
properly. If they did, they didn't charge it all the way.
Right.
So right away, I was like, I knew I should have stuck with cable. You ain't gotta worry about shit like that.
Right, right.
But it's like all the aesthetics is what you're really looking for some reason these days.
Yeah.
Got less wires, the bike is more cooler,
Yeah.
all type of shit.
Also, you know, you got the hydraulics raking.
Right.
You can't turn your bike on the side.
Huh?
You can't turn your bike on the side.
Or you can't?
No, you're gonna have air go through the hoses.
Okay.
So like me, like when I go riding, I like to put my bike in the car, lay it on the side.
Right. Yeah, I put it in my back seat, so
Right, right.
it's so tough to stay up.
Let me back up. At a minimum, don't put your bike upside down.
Okay.
But I'm sure like you're not supposed to like leave it on the side for a long time either.
Okay.
But like double check that.
Cause I be seeing like when dudes be racing or they go into a race, they put their bike on the side to get to their race.
Okay.
When they're not driving, when they're not riding to their race, they put it on the side.
Okay.
So I don't know, everybody got their own theories.
Right. Cause what's his name? Mo. I don't know if you were there when Mo, both his brakes like quit on him at the same time.
Hello?
Yeah, we were on the South County, and it was a good thing I was in front because I'm about to cross the street. The cars coming, they had stopped because they saw me.
Right.
So now I'm about to cross. Mo comes at full speed. I was like, what the?
His brakes stopped working?
Yeah, it looked like both of them stopped working.
That's crazy.
So we ended up going to the bike shop, and they ended up hooking him up. So it seemed like there was air in the line.
Oh.
But then again, that could just be bad mechanics, you know?
Right. That's true.
Because this is like towards the end of the ride, so we already did easily 50 miles that day.
Right.
And I didn't hear any complaints.
Was it Mo Hassan?
Yeah, yeah.
So how do your body feel after doing a long ride on that bike?
After doing what?
A long bike ride on that bike.
Good.
When you first got it?
Yeah, yeah, so it was always good.
All your bikes, been like racer bikes, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Alright. Your body's used to that shit.
yeah. And you know what? The less of a gut you have, the less weight you have here to hold up.
Right.
You know, so like you're pretty lean there, so you're gonna have no issues.
Because like yesterday, a lot of my shoulders were hurting.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You could have, you know, you could be like this instead of,
Relaxed.
yeah. Also, get yourself a massage gun.
I got one of those.
All right, yeah, I got a Theragun, man. Woo! Best thing since sliced bread.
Right. Plus, I also feel the conditions yesterday.
Yeah, it was windy.
crazy.
It was windy. It was cold. You know, especially the beginning of the ride was cold.
Yes. It warmed up on my way back,
Right.
but that wind was just too much.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I really had to tense on the bike to control it.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Run it back. So what happens is,
I could run it back for a mile. Then I got to take off.
all right,
If that's cool.
that's good. You want to go back right now?
Oh, we can pull over. You need a break? Yeah, I'm good either way.
Go right back.
All right.
So what happened is, so I'm like, here we go. So he said something slick. So I pulled up, got off the bike. I'm like, what did you just say? He said, have patience. I'm like, did I say a word to you? Then I would get off my bike. I had the shit standing on my hip,
Right.
right? So I'm like, did I say a word to you? Now I'm talking to you. Say what you gotta say right now. He starts stuttering. I'm like, you're a bitch like I thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. He thought I was gonna go stop, or I was an average, like a real cyclist.
Right.
Nigga, these hands work. I will slap you. He started stuttering. And his wife grabbed his arm like, come on, let's go, type shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get your ass out of here.
Yo, pull left. Yeah. About to U-turn it. I'm about to U-turn it. Whew.
That was a good ride, I ain't gonna lie.
33 miles right there.
That's crazy.
I still need a couple more to get home, so
How far from here you live?
maybe 3-4 miles.
Oh, all right, that ain't that bad.
When you first started talking about this story, when you had to get off your bike and nearly slap that guy,
Oh, yeah.
that was my exit right there.
Oh, for real?
I was like, wait, I gotta hear the rest of this.
Nah, he was about to talk crazy and he started stuttering. I'm like, yo, he's a bitch, just like I thought. Don't talk shit because I'm moving. I'm gonna stop for you, just for you. You wanna talk shit, you got a little dog and your little girl. All right, let's fix that. That nigga started. That's what I thought. Maybe thinking this bike shit. These hands work.